The truth is, we're living in turbulent times. We're living in times of great peril, times also of innovation and intrigue and thought. Because right now we have, like, what's going on is it can be considered to be a mass awakening. We have people, everyday average men and women, making cars that run on chicken grease. You got people who are out here making their own cell phones. And you also have what's known as a government stopping the sale of chips for vehicles, for Ford, because people have been taking these motherboards and taking them apart and using the pieces of metal inside of it to make other things, secret things, ancient things, things that have not been talked about for a very long time. Technology has been something that's been very heavily suppressed. If you look at the Book of Remembrance, it talks about a time when people were building towers that were so tall they almost touched the heavens. The rivets that were made on the ark, on Noah's Ark, they can't be replicated to this day. In the Valley of the Eight, where they found it, the wreckage. We're living in times right now of mass awakening, where people are thinking, people are acting, and the actions that are being taken are something that this system, this government, is something that they are trying to monitor. I believe that these towers that are put up are not just put up to, help cell phones. They're put up to help monitor people, to see what's really going on, to see what people are really talking about, and to see, most importantly, what people are doing, what effective actions people are taking. Because, like I said before, you got people making cars that run on chicken grease. You also have people out here that are making cars that run on hydrogen. You got people making cars that go 80, 90, 100 miles an hour that go off of electricity. There's this man who people talk about. His name is Nikola Tesla. And he was allegedly so smart that he made these light bulbs that once he got done making the light bulb just turned on automatically. He was able to somehow harness the electricity in the air and just turn on. He made light bulbs that you just stick them in the soil and they just turn on. And that's the time that we're living in right now, where we're able to think as people, where we're able to achieve as people. A lot of people are taking this awakening, this new found frontal cortex, ability, this new found ability to actually think, and they're using it to, like, invest funds and become millionaires, become billionaires, some of them. They're using their intelligence for all manner of reasons. And I believe that's why there's been this massive push to get people to dumb themselves back down or die with these injections that people are being given. That's why there's been this mass push to take out so much of the population, I believe. That's why. And that's one of the problems. Because I believe that we as men, we need to use our intellect to its full potential. I believe that money is power upon the earth. The Book of Remembrance also says that money is power upon the earth. I believe we need to use our resources for a true purpose. The purpose of freeing ourselves from this involuntary slavery that we've all been forced to stomach for far too long. And if you're lacking motivation, all I ask you to do is to think about your origin story. Each of us, as the so-called black men, we have all been forced into a system that our ancestors, our great uncles and grandfathers, and our mothers and our family members who came before us, they were all tortured into submission and forced to live in a system of rape and abuse and all manner of wickedness, where they were forced to ingest poisons and they were beaten senseless until they complied, so that not only they could live, but their children could live, so that one day you could be here, so that one day I could be here, we could be here to survive to this point that we're at right now. I think that we are a battle axe, and it's about time that we were raised, because here's the reality. They went through all of that so that we could be here, and we could take our strength, we could take our power, and we could use it on those who have abused us. They have held us down, and they have kicked us and beat us, and all that they've done to our ancestors, they're trying to do to us right now today. They want to keep us suppressed. They want to steal our seed. They want to take our hearts. I say fuck that. Because now that we're able to see the reality of the situation, that these motherfuckers have been out here trying to kill us this entire time by suppressing our intelligence, suppressing our minds, and making us into literal fucking slaves. What we need to do is resist, is rebel. Not only should we not take their gifts of injections and, what is it called? Food stamps and their jobs. What we should take from them, what is truly ours, which is the land itself, which is the air itself, which is the water itself. All this stuff belongs to us. They know it, and we know it. And one of the greatest fears that they have is us waking up and them going to sleep. Them going into that long night. And it's their destiny to go there. And it's our destiny to be the ones to send them there. So I say fuck them and fuck this system. Because this shit has to end. A society that was predicated and built on slavery, on lies, it cannot stand. Truth won't allow it. I won't allow it. And hopefully you won't allow it. Something to think about. Peace.